Hey, look at that. We're leaving, and it's chilly outside.
Yeah, and it is sunrise.
Yeah, it's 7:07 in the morning. We're leaving a little bit early because we need to make absolute sure we're on the 24. But, well, 7:05 definitely is early for that because we're going to be competing with 16 traffic, whatever. Let's turn it on. Let's reverse out. So well, I'm going to work, but you are not.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to work.
Have we even talked about this on the vlog at all? Where you're
a little bit.
You're going to your parents' home today.
Yeah, I'm going to Virginia.
I've given you the GoPro, and one of your sisters has expressed a desire to take over the vlog. So,
well, yeah, everyone wants to take over the vlog. It's totally great, guys.
So, yeah. So, we'll see what happens with that. Obviously, if you're watching this and these somehow get up to date over the weekend, that's not gonna... There's no way the vlog's getting up to date over the weekend. Who am I kidding? Because meanwhile, basically the entire time you're gone, I have work. Because I'm working today and I'm working tomorrow, and then you're back on Sunday. So, yeah. That's just about it. I'm just working like crazy, which is okay for me. It's winter break officially now, by the way. I don't think we talked about that yesterday.
Well, it's not winter break for those who still have finals, but we're both done.
Well, I mean, no, I had finals. This is finals week.
Yeah, no, but for those that are still, poor souls who still have finals today.
Or like, God forbid, a Saturday final.
Yeah.
Those can happen.
I've had a Saturday final before.
Yeah.
It was awful.
But I meant that for us, as in we are, well, basically done, except for you have a small submittal with corrections to do.
Yep.
But
it's like what corrections you can do in 24 hours, because not much.
Yeah. Anyway, I guess this is it for the two of us for a little while because, well, we're gonna go ride the train together. Your Amtrak is at 8:30.
Yep.
My train to work is at 8:04. After the 7:24 R7. So, without any further ado, I don't know what I'm going to do with you guys. However, it is way too cold for me to leave the camera outside today, so I actually have to bring it with me because it's a whopping 19 degrees outside.
Yep. It's great.
It's definitely the coldest day of the year so far, and it's not even winter yet, which is very foreboding. Anyway, to the train.
So, I'm waiting to board my train that leaves at 8:30, so I'm just kind of like waiting for the Acela to leave so I can go over to Stairway 5, which is where it usually boards. And I'm sitting here, and I'm just kind of bored early in the morning. I want to get on a train. Don't necessarily want to go home, but, you know, whatever. Family's family. You have to love them. Yeah. So, here's 30th Street Station at 8:08 in the morning.
Good morning, may I have your attention, please? Now boarding at the top of Stairway 5, track number 5. Amtrak, the Acela Express, 2107. If you are traveling in first class, you should be at the top of Stairway 5 in the priority line for first class. Senior citizens 62 or older, senior personnel, families with small children. If you're traveling on train number 51 to Cardinal, also if you're traveling in business class, Amtrak has reward preferred members or select plus members may also be in the priority line. If you're traveling in first class location on Stairway 5, track 5, reporting to trains, the Select Express is on track 5 down on the platform. Your location is in the rear, that would be 5G as George, followed by the Fire Car, 5F as in Frank Hendricks, Washington. If you're traveling on train number 51 location for the departure would be on ahead. That would be 6A as in campus. At the top of stairway number 5. Track 5 and 6 with 2107. So Express.
we are at Union Station.
It's snowing pretty hardcore. Can you guys even see this? I don't know how well this is showing up. Got another inch of snow. Everything's all slippery. A lot of pain.
Due to weather problems, please remain on the platform. This is only an approximate time.
Well, if you see all this gear stuff here in my chair, the monopod, the tripod, the 2 bags, it's all my stuff for tomorrow. It's basically ready except for, well, I need my phone charger overnight, and that battery is now done charging, so I can switch it out with the other one. Would help if I had the battery in the correct direction. Also would help if I could see down there, but I can't put on the camera. But yeah, so what I think I'm going to do for the moment, because we're so far behind on the vlogs, I think I'm actually going to sit here for a little while and go through footage, go through what I have, and just try to figure that one out. But I have a little story to tell you guys, because obviously I'm home and it's super late. Okay, well it's not like crazy late, but regardless, I still have a couple of things to do here. I'm going to be getting cards and stuff ready in the background because I have a lot of cards. I don't know what they're for because it's legitimately been so long since I've done, well, anything vlog related that I have a lot of dumping and stuff to do. So I've basically got to go through all my cards and cameras one by one to try to figure out what's on them. And of course this one will have to be one of them eventually too. But chair sets up as high as it can go. It feels pretty low. I am not a lamp. Thank you, camera. Well, I guess might as well start with the Zoom H5 because that has a card in it, doesn't it? I mean, I know it does because I just took this out of my bag that I packed last weekend for our Foley and Monster Dialogue shoots, so I know it's here. But so today, the first clips I showed you were me, the last clips, I mean, other than the one that I just shot, were basically me leaving work and trying to get home. Now, I say trying because it took a lot more effort than it usually does. But what happened was I left work as per usual. I usually leave work like at like 4:45, 4:50, just to make sure I'm like on the platform and ready for the 4:49 train, which never comes on time and it always comes at like 5:02, just about almost every day. It's very consistently late. But not today. I've never really, up until now, even though I've worked at the company I work at for, how many months is it now? It's been since April. I've worked there for that many months, and until today, have really not actually had a problem with this line, the Maniac Northbound, otherwise known as, it's above the other door that you can't see in this frame, as the R6. I've never actually really had a problem with that line until today, but that changed everything because I got to the platform, I checked the thing, and I noticed that the train was, well, one report said it was canceled, the other report said it was like, the other report said it was like 20-some minutes late. I got to the train station trudging through all the snow, and it was like 4:50, like, well, let's just say 4:52. So I had like plenty of time to be there on time. It's not like that was ever in any issue or anything like that. It was all good. Everything was fine. I need a folder to put all the sound stuff in. Let us make one of those. But yeah, so I got to the platform. The train was canceled for the. It was really canceled. There was no such things about it. So, you know, that the time that it would have come if it was 20 minutes late comes and goes, and I'm ultimately left stranded on the platform until the time that the next train was supposed to come. Well, came and went too. That train was like 20 minutes late on top of it, except that for the most part was actually blaming the issue on the train on crew shortages and not actually the snow, which is a weird thing as well. Like, I don't know, you'd think that the snow would have a little bit more of an impact there, but I guess it didn't. But yeah, so that train finally gets there. That train is supposed to get there at 5:32. It didn't get there until 5:50, which meant that, yes, I was literally standing outside the station by work for an hour. And so luckily for me, this train, which is number 2751, if I believe, actually goes straight. It's the one train of the day that comes from the R6 Norristown and goes straight up to my R7 Trenton, which is that sign, which is, well, where I need to go. But everything, of course, because there was 2 trains worth of people, might even have been 3 for all I know, on board this train. So like every seat was full. I got one of the last seats in the entire train before it just completely filled up. And yeah, it got really crowded, obviously, because that train was full, which of course slows down the trains, because the trains have to take more time to let more people on, more people off, and have them find seats, because the regional rail trains, especially the older cars, take absolutely forever to get people on and off, just because of the way they're designed. It just takes an eternity, and it took an eternity. And by the time we were getting to Center City, thankfully it was the R7, so I didn't have to switch or anything. But what ultimately wound up happening is just that we made it through the city, of course getting more and more late. We were like a half an hour late by that point. And we had to stop and wait for an Amtrak to pass, which happens sometimes. It took about 5 extra minutes, so that made us late too. But then we get all the way on the other side of the Schuylkill River, and they tell us that they have to stop it, back the train up because of switch problems. So we wind up like backing up, like basically over the Schuylkill River again, wait for more Amtraks to pass us, and then eventually hop into the lane and continue going on. So meanwhile, we wind up getting all the way back to Cornwallis Heights an hour late for that train. So that train goes from being 20 minutes late to another full hour. And then I finally get off the train, and because nobody apparently thought to salt or plow the lot at Cornwallis Heights, everything was still snowed over, and the buses couldn't run, and the stairs were really, really icy. So I had to walk back to my car through all the ice, and I was going to take the bus for once, even though because I usually, down here, focus. That actually worked. I was not expecting it to work, but I had to wind up taking the bus, or I couldn't take the bus, even though I was planning on taking the bus. So I had to walk back to my car and then clean off my car. And by the time I had gotten home, it had taken me 3 hours from the time I left work. Three hours. Took absolutely forever. It was literally almost 8 o'clock by the time I got home today. Absolutely painful commute home. Thankfully for me, though, the roads aren't super terrible, at least not yet. Like, things are still wet. They haven't frozen over yet, and I don't know if they will, but I'm assuming they will, so I'll have to see about that one. Anyway, I'm going to get to sorting all this stuff, editing a little bit of it, maybe, and we'll see.